Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we are looking at this guy here. This is the newest Cca Lyra from Cca. Packaging, typical Cca packaging. Just simple. Here we have the weight, 82 grams, 3.5 millimeter termination, 0.75 millimeter 2-pin QDC connector, 20 to 40 kilohertz. 28 ohms, 113 decibels, fairly easy to drive. Comes in two colors, sapphire blue and crystal clear. Now the color, if I can find the unit on the table here, the color just refers to this little window right here with the little sparkly hexagon kind of almost diamond-like sparkle. And the blue would look just like what it does with the light. There's a blue. And then, of course, there's just the clear, which it actually is, but my light's making it look like I have the blue one. Either one are very pretty. Looking at the inside, there's a lot of space in there. Crystal clear looking. See that driver in there. There's the mesh filter. Really nice nozzle too on there, really made well. Nice metal and resin back plate. The cable is decent. It's one of the better one. It's like that newer one that they've been using. The only difference is now, instead of that annoying flat termination, they have this one which fits in my phone better, so I like that. I do test these straight from the phone before I use any other equipment. Because some people, that's all they do. They have a phone and they plug these in their phone and they go. Not everybody has a dongle DAC. Not everybody has a nice amp like the Griffin over here. Or the iFi dongle DAC there. The Go Bar, which I always want to call Go Blue. So nice termination here. I'm going to look at this. So people are asking this versus the ESX constantly. I mean, it's the same company, Cca, KZ. They're just different branches of the same company. But they are differently tuned. And we'll get into the sound signature of this in just a second. Here's the ESX. As you can see, the faceplate is considerably bigger. Body-wise, it's a little different. This is more of a kind of just the regular shape that you get. No little ducktail fin thing here. Whereas this one is very ergonomic. And it has that little, almost like that duck, I call it. Remember the Terminator had that, and a couple of others. I think a couple others that I have. I think the Pi Audio has that similar bump right here for your inside your ear. It's very ergonomic. Looking at the drivers now, this one is a 10 millimeter. Actually, I had it on it and I moved it because I have the chart up there. They call those diamond construct, by the way. That's what it is. So this has a 10 millimeter dual magnetic dynamic driver. It has a composite material. Polymer composite diaphragm. It says benefiting lowering the distortion rate and achieving a stable, efficient driver vibration frequency. The driver does a really good job with bass on this one. Very good job. So anyway, so this one is 10 millimeters. And then this is what they call a super dynamic unit on this one. And this is a 12. So even though it looks like it's almost like twice the size, it's not that much difference. 10 millimeter, 12 millimeter, 2 millimeters bigger. This one just looks so much huger next to it. This has the typical kind of really tight mesh, whereas this is a standard kind of mesh that you see on a lot of different units. I think this is like a nylon mesh on the ESX. So we'll put that off to the side. Let's concentrate on this Cca Lyra. So getting into, we'll start at the bass. Now the bass has a very good presentation on this. If you're listening to bass boosted music, it'll go down deep and it'll sound. The bass kind of has like almost like a balanced presentation to it though. It does a really, really good job. There's some decent control there on the bass as well. It isn't the speediest bass of like everything that I've heard, but it does have a decent speed to it overall. It's not the slowest either. And it's very responsive. There's a very good punch there, and it sounds really natural. Bass on this is just very natural sounding. And we move on into the mids, and the mids are very decent. They're clear. There's not a lot of recession there. They have a little bit of a forwardness to them. And they also just sound really good overall. Kind of almost neutralish. At least on the equipment that I've used. I thought that the presentation of the mids was quite pleasant. Getting into the treble. Now the treble does have kind of a fast roll off to it. Tuned somewhere in the polite region. It does have a nice sound to the cymbals and everything. But it doesn't linger for a long time, and it doesn't overextend itself. Like in the past, what did I just recently listen to? The ZSN, where the treble was like just really extended and everything. It's definitely nothing like that. The treble is very good. I like the treble actually. So overall, we've forgotten about the soundstage too. The soundstage on this is very good. Whereas the soundstage is very wide on the ESX, I think the soundstage on this is a little less wide, but a little more of a natural field around you. Sounds very good, very organic. It's got a decent amount of, layering and separation, and the imaging is accurate. So that's very good. It does a great job with that as well. So overall, all of these tunings together make it sound kind of very natural sounding. And it is, a V shape, but it's kind of more of a wider V-shaped presentation. And just quite pleasant. There's not a lot of fatigue here. Just listened to a pair of wireless the other day. Not the ones that I did the review on, but a brand I had a while ago. They were gaming ones, and I was like, oh my God, this bass is just overwhelming. I mean, they were just like really heavy bass. I used to like that a lot. Now I like good bass. I'm still a bass head. Don't get scared. I like good bass, and I will not lie. So yeah, I like bass. I like a decent bass presentation. I want to hear the thump. I want to hear that low end rumble, but I don't want it to just linger forever in my bloody ear. And just after like 2 songs, you're like, I got to take these things off. This you can listen to for a long time that way. That's what I like. It just, the bass is just really, really good presentation there. Not that it isn't good on this. I really do like this a lot. And putting these two together, I'm going to have to take a longer time. People wanted a comparison, and it's going to be a while because I got some other things coming in that I got to do. And then I'll sit down and I'll put A/B these maybe on a weekend when I get a chance. Both are gorgeous. I mean, they're completely different looking, different shape and everything. Similar idea, obviously. Both are single dynamics. But that 10 millimeter driver does a really good job of presenting the sound. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite CCA at the time doing this. I know I really liked the one that was a balanced armature. What was that? The CS 16, I think it was. I really like that, and I still really do like that for certain types of music and everything. I got another one coming that's all balanced armature too. I'm hoping I really like that because I do like to listen to all balanced armatures. Sometimes certain music, you can pick out every detail, and it's really, really nice. This one is super enjoyable. That's all. That'll be like our tagline for this. The Cca Lyra, super enjoyable and natural sounding. So it does a decent job from top to bottom, soundstage, bass, mids, even the treble. Decent, especially considering the price on this is actually cheaper than the ESX. This one is only going for 18, I think, or 15 on some sites, but mostly the base price is 18 for this. So yeah, and it's gorgeous looking too, by the way. Really, really pretty design. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video has been informative. And this has been the Cca Lyra. Really pretty looking IM too, by the way. If you're looking for some good ear jewelry, you get the blue ones or these or whatever color you like the best. Really pretty though. Thank you so much for watching, and please be safe.